Hi, I'm Linda Hegwood, and as a psalmist, I have had the honor of writing songs that express things that I've been through. And things were going really well. The Lord was opening doors in ministry and radio and TV. It was September of last year when we started finding out what was wrong with my body, because since June 15th of 2013, I was experiencing heavy bleeding and excruciating pain. And so it wasn't until September that we decided to check out what was going on. And that's when we are faced with the sad reality that I had cancer. At the moment, the doctor said that my cancer was in stage 1, that I would not need any chemotherapy or radiation because it would be curable with surgery. And it wasn't until we went into surgery and we come out of surgery that I was faced with the fact that the cancer was too aggressive and it had advanced to stage 3. The doctor removed all my reproductive organs. It was a radical surgery where he took all the organs and he took 44 lymph nodes and he took some ligaments. And I remember waking up from the surgery to this reality, and it shook me to think that I would have to go through those treatments knowing what the side effects would be. But God gave me a vision the night before surgery where I saw him carrying me, and he laid me on a metal table. And I didn't know that when you go to surgery, they place you on a stainless steel table. And right after he laid me on that table, he sat right next to me. And I knew that he was in this because he could have taken that cancer out of my body before the doctors went in. But he chose to let me go through it. He's sovereign, he's God, he's the owner of my life. He gave me a strength and a gift of faith that I didn't have before this. And I can tell you now with this smile, because I am certain that he was there with me through the whole time. I did lose my hair, but that was another process that showed me and taught me that the beauty was on the inside. That when I go out to speak to people, I should not rely on the outside beauty. I should rely on the beauty he's placed inside. And it was beautiful. At first, I have to tell you that looking at myself without hair, and because it first dies out and it gets real ugly, that was shocking, and I cried. I went to bed crying, and the next morning I woke up and I looked at myself in the mirror and I started laughing. So it was a strength that I didn't have. And if you would have told me maybe at the beginning of last year that I was going to go through all this and I was going to be this strong, I would have probably doubted you. But the Lord gave me that strength and he gave me that faith. And there is hope in Jesus. Whatever it is that you're going through, it hurts. Because I have to tell you that just knowing that I wouldn't have the opportunity to have children hurt. But I want you to know that he will not give you more than you can bear, because he's faithful to give you the strength and the faith that you need to go through what you're going through. I felt so loved going through this, knowing that he was sitting right next to me. It wasn't until a few days before I went to my last appointment with my doctor. And at that point, I had 2 more chemotherapies scheduled. And I was saying to my husband, I don't know how I'm going to be able to go through the next chemotherapy, because I was beginning to lose that strength. And I didn't know that I was going to hear the words I heard. But a few days before that, I saw Jesus get up from the side of my bed. And I commented to my husband, I said, baby, Jesus just got up from being next to me. And my husband smiled and he said, well, we're done. And in this belief, I just continued to think, how am I going to do the next chemotherapy? But when I heard the words out of the doctor a few days later, Linda, you don't need any more, I was so happy. And I knew that he got up from being next to me because it was the end. He loved me through the whole process. The Bible tells us in Acts 2, verses 25 through 27, for David says of him, I saw the Lord always in my presence, for he is at my right hand, so that I will not be shaken. He was at my right hand. I saw him when he laid me on that bed. I saw him sit right next to me. Therefore, my heart was glad and my tongue exulted. Moreover, my flesh also will live in hope. I had hope in him, knowing that my life was in his hands. Because you will not abandon my soul to Hades, nor allow your Holy One to undergo decay. He did not abandon me. He was my hope. Whatever you're going through, just take hold of the scripture, knowing that He is your hope.
He sets me free.